Hello, and welcome to Gossip and My Tea, the place to talk about celebrity news, pop culture, and any kind of gossip you would want to spill. So, today's celebrity news is the passing of Ivana Trump, who was a businesswoman, socialite, professional skier, and the first wife of Donald Trump. She is also the mother of Donald's three eldest children. Ivana Trump passed away on July 14th, and Eric was the first of the children to post about Ivana's passing on Instagram. This was the first indication to me that it was not a long time illness that caused Ivana's passing, as Donald Jr.'s post from earlier that day was about the Democrats being lunatics. So, not something I think one would post if one's mother is on her deathbed. But anyway, she was found at the end of the stairs. Now, it's important to note that whenever a body is found at the end of the stairs, it does not necessarily mean that they fell and that the trauma from the fall caused the person's death. In other words, there are other factors that contribute to a fall down the staircase, which together could lead to death. For example, medical conditions like high blood pressure could contribute to fall risk. The early reports mentioned a possible cardiac arrest, but on Friday, July 15th, it was reported that the blunt impact injuries to her torso caused Ivana's death. No foul play suspected, and the death was ruled an accident. And Ivana was 72, so at that age, you know that a fall can really cause a lot of damage. Now, of course, because of who her ex-husband and children are, rumors and conspiracies were bound to emerge. One of those conspiracies is that her death could be related with the testimony that Trump, Ivanka, and Donald Jr. were supposed to give on Friday. Now, to be clear, there is no way on earth I think her children would have anything to do with Ivana's death or even the Donald. If anything, somebody who is adjacent to the family or somebody who was involved in the tax fraud suit. But even then, that's a conspiracy, it's nothing official. Donald and Ivana themselves seem to have had an amicable relationship after their tumultuous divorce. Ivana even included him in a dedication for her Racing Trump book with the words, "To Donald, the kid's father, and my dear friend." Things were not always so smooth, though. Ivana once claimed that Trump had physically abused her after he had some sort of hair implant appointment with her doctor. She claimed he pulled her hair out and raped her. These allegations were made during their divorce depositions. In 2015, though, Ivana claimed that she did not mean that Trump had raped her in the criminal sense, but rather in the emotional way, and that he had not been as loving or tender as he usually was. Make of those statements whatever you will. Fortunately, Ivana's romantic life went on after Donald. She did favor younger men, and she once said in an interview that she was very energetic and sometimes even the younger man had a hard time keeping up with her. She also claimed, "I'd rather be a nurse." No, she claimed, "I'd rather be a babysitter than a nurse." Ivana did remarry at 59 to a 35-year-old in 2008, and this was Rossano Rubicondi. Just weeks before the wedding, though, Palm Beach police were called to her home for a domestic disturbance, and the rumors were that the fight was over the prenup and money issues. The wedding still happened, and at Mar-a-Lago no less, with daughter Ivanka acting as the matron of honor, and Donald Jr. and Eric walking Ivana down the aisle. Things were not all good, though, because during the speech, Don Jr. allegedly threatened his brand new stepfather by saying, quote, "We are a construction company and we have job sites. We lose people. You better treat her right because I have a 45 and a shovel," end quote. Later, after their divorce, Rubicondi went on to say that Ivana's kids were so stupid, except Ivanka. As for Ivana's relationship with her children, Ivana gave them some tough love while they were growing up. She claimed that raising kids with as many temptations around as they had was not hard for her because she grew up in Czechoslovakia, and in her words, everything was quite Spartan. She also said that being on the national ski team taught her discipline and commitment, which she then instilled in her kids. This kind of discipline seems to have paid off because while the Trumps are a controversial family, by the accounts of many other billionaires and society people, the three children of Donald and Ivana are quite remarkable. They seem to have a reputation of having a good head on their shoulders and being ambitious and not being so messed up as many of their wealthy peers. Ivana herself was proud of her kids. She claimed that she did what she was supposed to do, things like sending them to university, and that as they became adults who were more interested in the family business, it was then the Donalds' turn to take over parenting. Ivana is remembered by her friends for her giggles and bright personality. According to one of her best friends, Nikki Haskell, Ivana was set to fly to St. Tropez on Friday, so the day after she passed. And that would have been her first trip since the pandemic because, again, according to the same friend, Ivana was being really careful. She wouldn't go out as much. Maybe every now and then she would go to restaurants, but really she was trying to stay at home. According to daughter Ivanka during a 2004 interview, the children laughed at her a lot. She said, open quote, "Mom's funny because she's really like exuberant. I've never met anyone who has a more effervescent character." End quote. Her vivacious personality led to many interesting moments. Ivana famously said, quote, "Don't get mad, get everything," regarding divorce during her cameo in the First Wives Club. But Ivana was not just fun, she also appeared to be intelligent and a hard worker. She claimed to never show panic during her separation from Trump or to speak badly about him in front of the kids because she wanted to keep them from panicking. She also earned a master's degree in physical education, and she ventured into many other industries, including becoming an author. Ivana is survived by her 3 children, but also her mom. Due to her passing, the testimony that the ex-husband, Trump, and that Don Jr. and Ivanka were supposed to give was postponed. So that was it for today's celebrity news. Let me know what you think about the conspiracies. Do you think there's any truth to them at all? And I'll be honest, I know Ivana and the Trumps are not well liked, but Ivana had several iconic moments, and I'm sure she will be remembered fondly by many. All right, that was it for today. I hope you have a fabulous day, and we'll talk soon. Bye bye.